Sometimes we have to enjoy life as it comes. Because so often I feel like we're either stuck onto the past or looking towards the future, never truly able to see what is here now, what is here right in front of us. Because we're either stuck onto old situations that have happened and you're stuck. You're stuck thinking about it when that event itself is already gone. It already happened. You can't change it. And the future, of course, is full of bright possibilities. It's full of hope. It's full of everything you could want. Of course, there's nothing wrong with having a vision and plan for yourself, but it's like you're so stuck looking at the end result instead of just looking at what you can do now. And too lost staring at the trees instead of looking at the forest. Too stuck on the small details, missing out on the big picture. And I'm not saying there's problems with looking in the past or the future, but I think it's that attachment to it. It's that attachment to it, to a certain outcome we may want or a certain event that may have happened. And I think that's where the true problem lies in. When we're unable to let go of all of it. When we're unable to let go of all of it. And we cling on to that. And I've dealt with it too. I've had situations where I wish I would have got this certain outcome. I wish this would have went that way. I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have taken that chance. And it's happened. Of course it's happened. But I've learned to live with it. I've learned to live with that regret of not choosing it. Because in life you choose your own regrets. In a sense that what I mean by it is you have options, you have choices, and you have to be okay with choosing whatever it is and being okay with missing out with whatever you don't. And you just kind of live with it. Of course that you may think, what would have happened if I chose this? And who knows how that life would have gone. And it reminds me of this movie I heard about. I think it was a movie. But it was about a girl who would see different choices and different things that could have gone in her life, like different options she could have chosen in her life, and seeing all the different careers, all the different ways of living she could have lived, and seeing everything that comes with it. In one, she may have became a chef or something, but her best friend passed away. And essentially, it's like thinking of all these different circumstances and outcomes, and it's like we can't truly predict a perfect life, so we might as well make it the best we can. Because some things aren't in our control, of course. It's not in our control, nor should you try and gain control over it, because you're just gonna tire yourself out. But, as far as I'm concerned, it's like you stress yourself out way more thinking about things you can't control, thinking of even just different outcomes. And what I believe is the best way just to feel at ease is making the best choice you can at the moment. In the future you may be able to come out with a better outcome because you know more, but make your best choice right now. With what you know, make the best choice right now. And that's all you can do. That's all you can truly do. You don't have the same knowledge you would in the future. So it's like, make the best possible choice right now. That's all you can do. Just live with it and be okay with it. You did your best, And of course, options may arise where it's like you could have done better. Perfectly fine. Because it gets me thinking of, basing your value on performance and competence, when in reality it's like you shouldn't. You could always be better, you could always improve, and it's like I guess what that matters is the making yourself improve, the doing, not the end result or what comes from it. That's just a byproduct. Because it gets me thinking of when I was playing soccer. When I first started out, I was not good. And like, mind you, I'm about 2.5 years probably. I'd say probably a little over 2 years now. Just to be certain, 2 years for sure. Has it? I'm gonna just say 2 years just to stick with it, because I don't even know if it's been 2 years. I don't think it's been 2 years. I think it's been a year and a half. But regardless, I could have stayed at that same level, but I knew I wasn't good, I'll be honest. I wasn't at the level where I wanted to be. And guess what? So I have an idea. I want to be better. Okay? That's in the future. Okay, I have a plan for the future. As I said before, it's okay to have a plan for the future, a vision. So I wanted to be better. What was better? Better dribbler, better shooting, better passer, better crosser, better playmaker, So guess what came with that? Of course, certain things have certain areas to train on. So playmaking is obviously, you play games, you play wherever and whenever. When someone offered me to play, I'd go, because that's where I could get experience. That's where I could figure out how to put myself in certain positions. Passing, I had to do drills. Shooting, I had to go shoot. My stamina was always good, because I worked out, and it was like I'd be on the treadmill with the Stairmaster, all that. And even now, I'm still working on it, because sure, I've improved. I can't say that I have not improved. I have improved, but I still want to be better. So it's a continuous loop of setting a new standard for myself, setting a new goal, setting a new objective. And it's not tiring. It's not tiring, because what is tiring to me is, doing things I don't want to do. And I said for myself, because I was genuinely passionate about the sport, I was genuinely passionate about playing, I will improve no matter what it takes. And that's why, of course, I was physically tired, but it didn't drain me. It didn't mentally drain me. It was like, okay, let me have fun with it, because it's something I enjoy. Let me have fun with it. And I do that all in the present. I do that every single moment, and I'm here just doing it with other things, seeing where my mind takes me. As I believe that's where you can get some of the most beautiful results, seeing where your curiosity takes you. It's where you can get the most random things to appear in your mind, when you're just sitting there, or you have something to do and you're just going to achieve it. Some of my ideas just come when I'm just sitting, or not sitting, but rather just there, whatever I'm doing, just there and just thinking. I'm doing whatever I'm doing, but I'm just thinking, just to my own thoughts. And that's where I get a lot of my own thoughts, and able to even talk to myself in that area, or in that aspect, or in that frame. And I guess back to the whole topic, it's like, you only have now, you really only have now, truly and honest. And it's like, you are always creating your future, whether you think it or not. You're always living in your own creativity. However you express yourself, that's a creative act upon you that is, unique to you. And of course, people may have similar experiences, people may have similar dreams, but it's like they won't do the exact same things as you. They won't be you. They can't fill your shoes. They can't fill your space in this world. They truly can't. We're all beings in this earth, but we're all unique in our own way. We all help each other, but we're all independent in our own special way. Units, pieces of a puzzle making up the complete picture. And that's what it is. And it's like, even with problems, right? I just smile a lot of the time. I just smile and just be like, okay, we'll get it done. Because it's like, to me personally, what I believe is like, why make a fuss over it? Of course, it may be a slight annoyance, it might be a pain, but it's like you gotta do it anyways. So it's like just smile, just laugh, and the kind of energy you carry in with it, it's like that's what can really affect it. Because a lot of the times we make things worse in our own mind than it really is, because we may not want to do something, but even so our own attitude going into it, it makes it worse. It makes it seem like a drag. And it's like when you carry a kind of lighthearted attitude into it, it's like you still may not like it, but it's still not as bad. You're just kind of like, that's what it truly is. When it's like a problem or a situation, I'm just so careless, I guess you can, not careless, I'm carefree, because it's like, it's gonna get done, so why not just whatever, why not just enjoy it in whatever form I can. Because even so, going out, like doing some errands, let's say I have to go drive to do some errands, I'll play music and I'll vibe out, and it's like I'm finding where I can make it better, finding where I can make life more enjoyable. Because of course everything has a balance, in a sense where it's like pleasure and pain. The pain of improving, but the pleasure of reaping the rewards, or even the pleasure of just living in the moment, the pleasure of enjoying what is right here, right now. And that's what it is. We're here right now, right here, right now. Where's your focus at? What are you focusing on? And again, I feel like a lot of times we get distracted. We get distracted from truly just being, truly just sitting there, truly just enjoying and embracing life as it comes. Because, like, if we just sit here in silence for a moment, we can just hear the birds chirping. Like that. You can just hear the birds chirping. I don't know if you can hear it, but I hear it perfectly fine. And that's so peaceful. That's so peaceful to me. And I don't know, I feel like being in nature just gives us a different sense of calmness. And I'm not really even in nature, I'm just outside. But you can still hear life. The sun isn't beaming as it will later in the day. It's like life is good. It's literally good. And of course there may be bad moments, but there's also good moments. And it's like we're just living life one day at a time, one moment at a time. Just our awareness here right now. Perfect. And it really gets me thinking, like, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of staying in the past, clinging on to old ideas, old habits? And it's like, I guess a sense of familiarity. I guess that could be why. But other than that, I feel like it doesn't do much for you, other than a sense of familiarity or a lesson to be learned. And in the future, it's like, of course it's hopeful, it seems great, but it's like it really isn't there. You really can't be in the future. Like, so what are you left with? The present. We get so drawn away from the present, from ourselves at the moment, or what we're feeling at the moment. A lot of times we try and repress what we're feeling. And I did that too. I can't lie. I've repressed what I felt for a long time. There's around 3 years, I'd say, give or take. I was around 17 in high school, and then so like two years where I was truly just not really expressing myself. I'd say one year to be certain, and then I started just figuring things out. And just allowing myself, and here I am. Okay with life, okay with the mistakes I've made, okay with expressing myself, okay with sharing my thoughts, my opinions, my feelings. I'm okay with all of it. And I'm not always gonna share it with everyone because I understand not everyone may want to hear it, and everyone has their own things they're going with. So it's like I'm always open at just lending an ear, and just listening to people, and it's just growing at allowing yourself to grow as a character, as a person, as a being. Because if you trap yourself off, it's like it gets me thinking. You're trying to grow, but you're also at the same time holding yourself off. It's like you're putting yourself in a box while you're growing. At some point, you can't grow anymore. You're trapped inside that cage. You can't grow past it unless you break it, and then you can grow as much as you want. My throat. But it's like you're trapped in a cage. You're growing, and then there's a stopping point because you're stuck from all angles. And it's not until you open that cage and break it that you can truly keep growing until whatever it is. And even so, it's like it's all stages. It's all just constant transforming. Like think of like a butterfly. Like it has stages, and it is continuously growing, and then it metamorphoses into a butterfly. But even so, I feel like that's not even the end goal. That's not the end result, as it's like we continue after that. There's life beyond that. There's more after we made it to the supposed butterfly stage. There's more after that. Life keeps going on, and we keep seeing the fruits of our labor just prosper. I just want to leave it off there. Thank you for listening if you're this far, honestly. That's literally what it is. I'm just so at peace right now because of the birds. Like, I don't know, I just like it so much. I like it so much. But so peaceful with it. But once again, it's like you made it this far. Thank you. If you didn't, thank you. But that being said, love you forever and always. See ya.